Where is the scientific evidence in these Usenet posts that counter the scientific evidence analyzed in the paper I quoted from? Where is the scientific evidence in these Usenet posts that counter the scientific evidence analyzed in the paper I quoted from?
Actually, the paper you cited presented evidence in support of the site. The paper mentioned the presence of limonite, rust, and magnetite. Secondly, Fassold's admission on Usenet, coupled with the fact that his co-writer Lawrence Collins never went to Turkey, exposes a weakness, namely that presupposition has no basis in science.
I see none whatsoever, and you can't even prove David Fassold posted those messages anyway. I see none whatsoever, and you can't even prove David Fassold posted those messages anyway.
It can be proved that David Fassold wrote those posts on Usenet. Fassold was brought there by a skeptic who wanted to bring him into the debate. Fassold then corresponded with all parties in concern. In private email and in public postings, many who corresponded with Fassold at the time still post to those groups and can be easily found. During his time on Usenet, Fassold posted some 60 messages. Libertyisnotgiven is proposing some preposterous explanation, suggesting a conspiracy theory in which Fassold posted messages just to insult, banter, and joke, and offer free videos. Lastly, Libertyisnotgiven exposes his weakness in methodology. He hasn't researched the entire matter and gloms onto a report written by two individuals, a man who never went to Turkey and a man who repudiates his own report.
What's ironic is that you embrace the alleged David Fassold complaint about the geological syncline being presupposed, even though there is no reason to suppose it's anything else.
Libertyisnotgiven are one of the few who actually defend this formation as being a natural formation based on a supposition that it is a syncline. Croatian opponent Ian Plimer of Australia even recanted his belief in the syncline hypothesis in favor of the allothonos block hypothesis. The authors of the allothonos block hypothesis, however, wrote that this hypothesis in no way contradicts the conclusion that this is a large ship.
Yet you are incredibly willing to presuppose that any metal content in the area or in a particular sample signifies something that must have come from the mythical ark. So you are being decidedly less than consistent in your critical attempts here, and I find myself...
We agree that finding metal alone would indicate nothing. It's the pattern of metal found and the rib-like structure that corresponds with the metal in the form of the ribs of a ship, and the length as described in the Bible in the mountains of Armenia, that convince. One fact alone says nothing.
And let's not forget the known deficiencies of wooden crafts that size, which yourself and Durupinar X and any number of Christian apologists conveniently omit from their thought process when defending such absurdities as Noah's Ark.
Actually, there is no proof that large wooden ships cannot exist. In fact, this is a supposition based on Western ships that were poorly built, did not use metal reinforcements, and simply fell apart. But the Chinese built large wooden ships in the 450-500 foot range